Assalamu alaikum guys, and I hope you're all well on this beautiful summer's day. And have I got a banger of a recipe for you. Today we are embarking upon the accursed quest to venture into meme land, where we will fall prey to questions such as where is your wok hey and why no MSG? So yes, you've guessed it guys. Today we are attempting the fabled egg fried rice, and to go with some super tangy, fresh and crisped lemon glazed chicken. Now this recipe is courtesy of my main man Chef John of the Taste Show, and it's a brilliant channel guys. It is the Chinese recipe 101, and I've been subbed to their channel for years now, eons before I even thought I'd be making videos on YouTube myself, so go and check them out. But getting back to it, way before egg fried rice became the measure of chefing prowess and social acceptance, it was a life hack to end all life hacks. So the concept of egg fried rice has been around for more than 1,000 years, and it can be traced back in ancient Chinese tradition. Now the Sui dynasty, and I believe I've pronounced that right, is considered to be its place of origin, and in fact all kinds of fried rice is said to originate in some dynasty of China. So the need for fried rice was born out of utilising scraps and leftovers from the night before, as wasting food wasn't really an acceptable practice, and better yet, they didn't really have the provisions to preserve food. Nowadays though, nieces and nephews, good old Uncle Roger has become the authority on this ancient dish, so I'm going to try and achieve a fu yo instead of a hi ya, even though I'm missing out on one of the key ingredients to astounding egg fried rice, and that is a decent wok. We're going to have to make do with my finest non-stick pan. Let's see if my lack of wok hay yields any kind of decent results. But in truth though guys, rice isn't just a staple of China. You know, Bengalis, Indians and most of the Asians in between all have their own indigenous styles for cooking this choice carb, to be consumed with a whole range of proteins. And I think what's really amazing today is that we have access to a plethora of information regarding most cultures and foods, meaning we don't have to make do with the monotony of eating the same foods time and time again, and we can mix it up and add variety to our diets by using just a few select ingredients, thankfully, which are readily available in many and most stores. And I think this within itself is a true blessing. So I know I'm going to be sparking some controversy amongst the nieces and nephews, but in the words of my students, allow this notion of traditional standards and upholding age-old values in the face of food, because that is not home cooking. Home cooking is all about producing something that looks good and tastes great and enters a clean plate club, and it's as simple as that. See, that's my mantra, and it's exactly what I stand by in terms of ingredients available to me, utensils and so on. So you try and do the best you can with what you have, and you cook with some love. And on that note guys, it gives me an opportunity to segue in a little request. Show the channel, me, my wife and kids some love by subscribing guys. Like our videos and share them please. Week in, week out, we try our best to produce good quality content for you all to enjoy. And this YouTube grind is real, so please support us on our journey. And thank you to all of you that are supporting us. It doesn't go unnoticed, believe me. Anywho, you can see we're just in the process of preparing all of our ingredients for cooking, and we started off by preparing all of the ingredients for our lemon glazed chicken. Now I'm going to be honest, it's one of those things that I've never tried before, so I'm hoping it tastes as good as it looks in the video that I mentioned earlier. So for the egg fried rice, we're using a selection of commonly available ingredients such as Dutch onion, green chilies, chopped coriander and fresh garlic, along with some green onion or scallions as some would call it across the pond. I'm also going to add a little heat to it by adding some chopped bird's eye chili, and that's going to help to elevate the flavour I think. I'm going to leave you with the visuals for just a couple of minutes guys, so just so you can get an idea of the quantities and the items required to prepare the rice and the chicken, and I'll come back to you once I'm ready to start putting it all together, so sit tight. Now we are going to start off by frying our little slivers of chicken that I've coated in my favourite fried chicken seasoning, which contains just a little bit of corn flour, and that's going to add a really nice crispy crunch. Once we've fried all our bits of chicken, we're going to cook our sweet and tangy sauce until it becomes a sticky mess, and I'll pour the contents over the chicken and set it aside whilst we prepare our egg fried rice. In goes some neutral oil in a hot pan, and in my case it's a non-stick variant, along with a knob of butter, and I do this because I love the taste and aroma that butter provides to cooking. But the only trouble with it is, where there's a lot of heat involved, butter typically burns quite easily, so adding it to oil helps to keep it from burning. And we're going to chuck in most of our ingredients and let the onions saute a little just before we go in with a couple of eggs. So we'll mix well to combine all of this, and then once it is combined, we'll then add to it some day-old rice. And yes, you heard me right, guys. So like I said before, egg fried rice is the embodiment of leftovers, and using leftover rice is the ideal way to get nice individual grains of rice whilst frying, which not only look great but taste just as nice as well. Now all that's really left is for us to plate this up once the rice is heated through, and you start to notice that some of the grains of rice start to dance. And on that note, guys, I want to thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting us through this endeavour, and I hope to catch you all in the next one. Stay safe, stay well, and until next time, Salaam.